Okay, I've got two F12s. Bottom one's my competition gun. It no longer works and I've had it deactivated, and that's going to go on the wall. The gun that I've got for sale is the spare gun, which is the one above it. It's got standard stock that I've never used. The gun itself was manufactured late 2017. It's got a 17 serial number on it. It's given to me brand new around about April 2018, just before the World Shotgun Championships. I didn't really have a chance to fire it before I went out there. I didn't fire it much afterwards. Took it to the Philippines late 2018, used it as a demo gun, and I've probably put about 2,000 to 3,000 rounds through it in total. It's had a very light use. It comes with a standard pistol grip. I do have another magwell somewhere, but I can't find it at the minute. I'm going to keep that one because it's pretty battered for my hanging on the wall. It's got titanium charging handle. The sight's not included, but I'm not taking the sight off until I sell it in case I use it again. It's a very clean body on it. I've got, it comes with a standard forend. The sport forend that's there was for the other gun. It's never been used, and that's going with it. Just turn it over. You can even see from the barrel nut there, it's never been taken apart that many times. Compare it to the older one. Got a spare stock which came with the other gun. I have that as well. So going through what spares I've got for it. There are two Typhoon bad levers. Those two there. The manual. For some reason I ended up with 6 firing pins. The one outside the bag has been used, the others are brand new. Spare O-rings, some used O-rings, the spanner. Because it's got the sport forend, you need the tube to get it off. 2 spare locking nuts, one used. You can see they do wear out. One brand new. Spare forend insert for the standard. Spare gas parts. They've only been used for testing. They're the spare ejector. Front and rear spare pins. That's this thing's swivel. The locking lug for the bolt. For some reason I've ended up with 3 sets of chokes for 2 guns. They're all included. These 4 springs are old, different stages of wear. This one's brand new. The spare bolt carrier, which is welded the same as all my guns in the UK, far stronger than the factory. This bag here has got the spring which goes underneath the ball bearing, but I don't have the spare ball bearing, so if you do need to use it, you need to take one out of the old one. This competition gun is running on the bolt carrier from the very first test gun that I had welded after it broke. So it's just the welding that's the problem with those, and I got that sorted. 2 bolt release in red, God knows why I've got them. 2 muzzle brakes. I'm going to keep one of these for the deactivated gun to put on the wall. I'm not really fussed which. So the one on the left is the second model, which is more compensated than it is a muzzle brake, because it directs the gases in a different way. I'm not fussed which one I keep. The one on the right I had a hand in helping design. It's far easier to use because it's easy to get the chokes out. The one on the left's a pain in the arse. Choke keys for both. Both got magnets in the end. This one's glued in. This one's not at the minute. You need to glue it in. This shim is useful if your spring reduces in power. It's a quick fix. You just put the shim in it. flags. Then we come to the magazines. Now, one of the magazines stopped working, and it's actually been modified to go with the deactivated gun, so I'm keeping that. The other magazines are numbered 1 to 12, and number 11 is missing. That's the one I've just taken out. There's also this one which came from the first test gun, which has the metal lugs welded onto the side. I used to use that for unloaded starts because you can't over insert. There's 2 brand new magazines, never been used, on the end. 2 of the magazines you see don't have the bolt hold open device, and this was experiments I was doing with modifications to the feed lips and taking them out. And if I'd stuck with Typhoon, I'd have probably done that to all of the guns. Eight of them have got these rubber pads on the bottom. And magazine holders. Now I'm keeping the belt and the brackets on the belt, but the plastic holders will go with it. I also got another set of 4 made up in grey. I started to fit one and then lost interest in the Typhoon. Also included is the brackets don't come with it. Now I have 2 brackets that are spare that you can have for it, and also these are the brackets that, well, these are the caddies that I won the British title that I made at home, and they've got the Russian custom guns brackets, so all of those can be mounted onto these brackets. And that's pretty much it. So we've got the lower, it's very light use, got some marks on the right hand side. Pins on this one are quite tight. You probably won't push them out with your fingers, you have to push them out with a Allen key or something like that, which is good. It's a very good fit between the upper and the lower. The upper, have a look inside here. It's done very little use, this one. I'll put some pictures on as well. The bolt carrier has been welded in the UK by a friend of mine, and that won't break. Barrel. You can tell how light the use has been. It's got some marks from the muzzle brake on the end. Bolt carrier again. Gas parts.